गणानां त्वा गणपतिं वामहे कविं कवीनाम् उपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री सद्गुरु महागणाधिपतये नमः। वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। कल्याणाद्भुतगात्राय कामिदार्थप्रदायिने श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनिवासाय श्रीनिवासाय मङ्गलम्। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोहिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। आञ्जनेयाय विद्महे वायुपुत्राय धीमहि तन्नो हनुमत् प्रचोदयात्। सोमो वाजेदस्य राज्यमादत्ते यो राजासन् राज्यो वासो मे नगतते देवसुवा मेदानि हवीगुं शुभवन्ति येदावन्दो वे देवानागुं सवाः तदेवास्मै सवान् प्रगच्छन्ति तजेन मनस्सुवन्दे राज्याय देवसूराजा भवति। राजाधिराजाय प्रदज्ञतागिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय वक्यम् कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः। विनाशकादिसमस्तारिकरदेवताभ्यो नमो नमः। सर्व अपराध क्षमार्थं सर्वमंगल प्राप्त्यर्थम् अलंकार पंचमुखदेवं दर्शयामि आचमनीयं समर्पयामि दिव्य रक्षां धरयामि इंद्रस्तोमेन वञ्चतसेन मध्यमिदं वातेन सकरेण रक्षा रक्षां धारयामि। ओम हरा ओम। ओके सर।
Sriram Garu, there are about 20-25 kids today. Can you please bless them to just for Ganesha, Saraswati and Hanuman to just bless all these kids?
शतमानं भवति तदाय पुरुषसुतेन्द्रिय आयुष्येवेन्द्रिय प्रतिष्ठति श्रीर्वक्षस्समायुष्यमारोग्यमावीदाश्चोभमानं महीगते धान्यं धनं पशुं भगुपुत्रलाभं शतसंवत्सरं दीर्घमायुः दीर्घायुष्यमस्तु आरोग्यदृढगात्रता सिद्धिरस्तु सकल विद्या पारंगतत्त सिद्धिरस्तु।
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome everyone, Swagatam. And for the benefit of everyone, let's speak in English, okay? Welcome kids and the families. And I know some of you speak Sanskrit better than me. And you also speak your own mother tongue. And all of you are well versed with English. May I request Dr. Beiram, our Temple Texas Ganesha Temple's chairman, and to chant Dhyana Shloka, and I will explain after that how we are going to do this. Dr. Beiram.
Thank you, Dr. Raju. Om Pardhaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitaamrutavarshinim Bhagavatim Astadashaadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusandadami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Nair, is Shamalaji free to bless the kids or any time during the session?
Yeah, she will be joining very soon.
Okay, so whenever we can interrupt and then take her blessings.
Yeah.
For those of you who do not know Shamalaji, she is our Asthana Acharya. So she actually conducts Gita classes, Gita competition, and teaches Gita for adults also. So we will take her blessings. So there are about 25 children aging probably from 4 or 5 years to 12 years. So today is the feast. Each of them will get about 2 minutes. And we will try to stick to the time. We'll try to conclude by 8 o'clock, including Hanuman Chalisa. And if any one of you wants to, first preference is kids. If any one of you want to chant Hanuman Chalisa at the end, you can put it in the chat box and or text me. So now Ram uncle is Devamsh. I call him Devantak. So he's our temple only temple child who probably joined Venkat uncle's Gita class and then memorized all 700 verses. So Ram uncle will moderate, and in between I'll invite Dr. Jatla uncle, Dr. Biram uncle, and Dr. Nair uncle to comment just after you are done. Okay, Ram, whoever. Oh, okay. I want to tell you one more good thing today. So it's always fun, isn't it? Whenever there are Aggies and Longhorns together. And now, so we have Aggies, about 8 Aggies, and then about 16 Longhorns. So it is fun. Okay. And Ram, you can moderate.
Okay, we can start with Hasini. Yeah, Hasini, you can start.
Hasini. So each of you are going to tell us about your favorite verse, why you chose it, and what can you tell us about that, how it influenced you. Okay, Hasini.
Hello, Hari Om. My name is Hasini Koduri. I chose 18 chapters, 66 sloka.
Can you speak a little louder or come closer to the mic?
I chose 18 chapter, the 66 sloka, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja aham tva sarva papebhyah mokshayishyami ma shuchah. I chose this shloka because it has a very powerful meaning. The meaning is abandon all varieties of dharmas and simply surrender unto me alone. I shall liberate you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear.
Thank you. In Vaishnava Sampradaya, this is called Charama Shloka, the ultimate shloka. And Rajaji calls it as the ultimate shloka as well. And Dr. Nair, do you want to comment on this verse?
Oh, she chose probably the best sloka to really chant. Of course, she has the option. She's the first one. That's great. And this is, as much as you give up all the dharmas, that is the ultimate dharma, to fall at the feet of the Lord. And that's a great presentation, great start. Thank you.
Hasini, once more. So everyone will chant twice. First, and then they talk about it, and then they chant again. Okay. Hasini, once more, and then we'll go to the next one.
Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyah mokshayishyami ma shuchah.
Ram.
Yeah, Vishwaksena. Vishwaksena.
Vishwaksena.
Okay, maybe he's not here. Vibhuva?
Vibhu.
Yeah, Vibhu is also not here. Okay, Vibhu, you can go Vibhu. Vibhu Sankara. Yeah. You're on mute, Vibhav.
Yeah, okay. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. My name is Vibhav Krishna Sunkara, and my favorite sloka is from chapter 8, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, and 78th sloka. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishnaha, Yatra Partho Dhanurtharaha, Tatra Shir Vijayo Bhutihi, Dhruvani Tirma Mama. The meaning of this sloka is, it is my firm belief that wherever the Lord of all yogis, Shri Krishna, and the bow yielding Arjuna are present, there resides Lakshmi, the goddess of victory and prosperity. Hari Om.
Thank you. Murali, you want to comment on this?
Raju, I missed which number verse that was.
Last verse of 18th chapter, the last verse.
Oh, 18th chapter. Okay, I was thinking it was the 8th chapter.
I
No,
know
that
he
was-
did say 8. He did
Okay.
say 8, but Vibhu, it is 18th chapter, last verse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful to, I think, always keep Lakshmi and, in mind with all of our goals and activities. So that's a very nice verse.
Thank you. Vibhu, you chose the very right one. It is by many commentators and probably unanimously accepted as Ekashloki of Bhagavad Gita. Ekashloki. So once more, Vibhu, can you chant? And rest all, please mute to enjoy the presentation. All who are not speaking, please mute. And Vibhu, once more, and then we'll go to the next one.
Okay. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishnaha, Yatra Partho Dhanurtharaha, Tatra Shir Vijayo Bhutihi, Dhruvani Tirma Mama.
Beautiful. So this is Sanjaya Uvacha, the last verse of 18th chapter, the last verse of Bhagavad Gita, 78th verse in 18th chapter. Thank you, Vibhu. We'll go to the next.
We'll go to college station kids now. Shrestha Majeti.
Shrestha.
Do I share the screen?
Yeah, Ram, can you give?
Yeah, you can share the screen. Yeah, you have permission to share the screen. Yeah.
Hari Om, my name is Shrestha. I chose from chapter 2, verse 47. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbhur.
ഇതിൽ ഞാൻ സൈൻ ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ലല്ലോ. ഞാൻ ഇതിൽ സൈൻ ചെയ്യാതെ എങ്ങനെ വരും?
Can everyone else mute, please? And Shrestha, can you come closer to the mic and then chant once more? Everyone else, please mute. Shrestha, come closer to the mic.
Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbhur ma te sangostva karmani. The meaning of this verse is, you have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your activities, nor be attached to inaction. Verse 47 from chapter 2 is my favorite shloka because the verse gives 4 instructions regarding the science of work. Number 1, do your duty, but do not concern yourself with the results. Number 2, the fruits of your actions are not for your enjoyment. Number 3, even while working, give up the pride of doership. Number 4, do not be attached to inaction.
Thank you, Dr. Biram. So I don't know, your parents might have watched B.R. Chopra's Mahabharat. So this is B.R. Chopra's favorite verse as well. And of course, most often quoted and sometimes confused verse, but you clarified it so well with your beautiful point-wise approach to the verse. Once more, Shrestha.
Karmanyevadhikaraste मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुर्मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि.
Thank you, Ram. Ram.
Navya Venkat. Navya Venkat.
Navya.
Hari-Om. My verse is from chapter 3. Karma Yoga, chapter 3, verse 19. Tasmad asakta satatam karyam karma samachara asakto hyacharan karma param apnoti purushaha. The meaning is, therefore, giving up attachment, perform actions as a matter of duty, for by working without being attached to the fruits, one attains the supreme. I like this chapter because this is the way you those who expect any material things when they do anything good will not attain the supreme, but those who look for the happiness in others and not the material things will attain the supreme.
Thank you, Navya. If I remember correctly, this is a verse influenced Murali uncle, Dr. Jatla uncle also. Murali, do you want to comment on this?
You do remember correctly. Navya, that was beautiful. You know, I think it's also important to remember that it's not just material things. So it can be, you know, help that we give people. So we should do things without, you know, seeking any credit. It's a tough virtue to live by, but it's beautiful. You explained it very nicely. Thank you.
Navya, once more. Thank you.
Tasmad asakta satatam karyam karma samachara asakto hyacharan karma param apnoti purushaha.
Thank you, Ram.
Okay, next, Sri Kruti. Sri Kruti and Narayana. Yeah.
నమస్కారము, నా పేరు శ్రీకృతి శారద. నేను నా ఇష్టమైన శ్లోకము 7వ చాప్టర్లో 7వ అధ్యాయంలో 3వ శ్లోకము.
Do you want me to translate into English or will you tell in English also, Shrikriti? Yeah?
She's more comfortable in Telugu, Andy. Rather than
sure, no
otherwise
problem.
she can tell in Sanskrit also.
Yes, can you tell in Sanskrit, please, Shrikriti?
महोदय, मम नाम श्रीकृति. अहं सप्तमाध्याये मम सप्तमोऽध्याये तृतीयश्लोकः इष्टः श्लोकः.
अस्तु, 7th chapter 3rd verse, सप्तम अध्याये तृतीय श्लोकः. पठतु.
मनुष्याणां सहस्रेषु कश्चिद् यतति सिद्धये यततामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेत्ति तत्त्वतः. सहस्रेषु मनुष्याणां कश्चित् मनुष्याः एव मां ज्ञातुम् इच्छन्ति, किन्तु ताः मनुष्याः तान् मनुष्यान् अपि एक एव मनुष्यः मां प्राप्नोति
अथवा आप्नोति. अस्तु, मां प्राप्नोति.
अहमपि किं चिन्तितवती इत्युक्ते, बहु मनुष्याः गीता महायज्ञ प्रोग्रस्य रिजिस्टर् कुर्वन्ति, किन्तु कञ्चित् मनुष्याः एव लभ्यन्ति, किन्तु ताः मनुष्याः अपि कश्चित् मनुष्याः एव गीतां पठन्ति महायज्ञ प्रोग्राम् मध्ये.
सम्यक्.
अतः मम इष्टश्लोकः एवं
अस्तु स्वीकृत्य सम्यक् उक्तवती अहम् आङ्ग्लभाषायां वदामि. Out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me and attains me in truth. So Shikriti has given the example that many students register for Gita class, and then at the end of the year, only very few succeed, and out of those, very few excel. So Shikriti, once more, punaha ekavaram shlokam patatu.
मनुष्याणां सहस्रेषु कश्चिद् यतति सिद्धये यततामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेत्ति तत्त्वतः.
Narayana, you can go next.
Okay. मम इष्टश्लोकं किमित्युक्ते पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः चतुर्दश श्लोकः.
एकवारं 15th chapter 4th verse. 14th or 14th? चतुर्दश वा चतुर्दश? 15th chapter 14th verse.
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्. एतस्य श्लोकस्य अर्थं किमित्युक्ते अहं सर्वभूतानाम् अस्मि. अहं सर्वभूतेषु अहमेव वैश्वानरः सर्वान् मध्ये. अहमेव चतुर्विधान् आहारम् अहमेव पचामि.
अस्तु सम्यक् उक्तवान् भो. So I'll आङ्ग्लभाषायाम् अहं वदामि. So the Lord is saying, I am the fire. I am the fire of digestion, the digestive fire in everybody. And I am in everyone, and I digest the 4 different kinds of food we consume: the solids, semi-solids, semi-liquids, and liquids. So once more, Mahodaya, Narayana, Chiranjeevi, पुनः एकवारं श्लोकं पठतु.
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्.
Thank you. And many people and many temples chant these words before eating food. So it's a very popular verse. Thank you. We'll go to the next one. Vadatu, Narayana. Vadatu, Chiranjeevi Narayana, vadatu.
किमर्थं मम इष्टश्लोकम् इत्युक्ते अहं बालकः अस्मि मम पितामहः एतत् श्लोकं पठितवान् अतः एव मम इष्टश्लोकम् एतत्.
Oh, evam va. So his grandfather used to chant, it seems. So that's why he likes it the most. Amagaru, Meeru, Narayana and Shikriti mother, okkasari namaskaram cheppandi andariki. Thank you.
నమస్కారం అండి. సో అంటే భగవద్గీతకు ముందే తనకి వచ్చిన శ్లోకం అండి. సో
before he learned entire Bhagavad Gita, this is the first verse he learned from his grandfather.
Yeah, Skanda and Daksha, you guys can go next.
Skanda is probably the youngest of all, probably. Yeah, Skanda? Yeah. Okay, go ahead, dear Skanda.
Namaskaram, mama nama Skanda. Mama ishta shlokaha दशमोऽध्यायः चतुर्विंशत् श्लोकः पुरोधतां च मुख्यं मां
विद्धि पार्थ बृहस्पतिं सेनानीनामहं स्कन्दः तरदामस्मितागरः మునిలలో శ్రేష్ఠుడైన బృహస్పతిలో నేనున్నాను. దేవతలు రక్షించే స్కందలో నేనున్నాను. జలాశయాలలోని సాగరంలో నేనున్నాను అని భగవంతుడు చెప్పాడు అర్జునుడితో.
Thank you. I know why you like this shloka. Huh? So this is the 10th chapter and verse 24. Vibhuti Yoga. The Lord is explaining his glories, where all you can find him, the role models. So, O Arjuna, know me as Brihaspati among all the priests, and know me as Kanda, Muruga, Kartikeya among all the army or generals of army. And of all the collections of waters, I am the ocean. Yes, Skanda Mahoday. Skanda Chiranjeevi, Skanda, Ekavaram Punaha Shlokam Patith.
पुरोधसां च मुख्यं मां विद्धि पार्थ बृहस्पतिं सेनानीनामहं स्कन्दः सरतामस्मितागरः.
Skandaha Sundaraha Kumaraha. Sada.
Daksha, you can go next.
Daksha.
नमस्कारः, मम नाम दक्षा. मम इष्टश्लोकः द्वितीयोऽध्यायः साङ्ख्ययोगः 27 श्लोकः.
Second chapter, Sankhya Yoga, 27th, Sapta Vimshati Shloka.
70 श्लोक.
Sapta Vimshati what?
No, 70 श्लोक.
Saptatitama Shloka, 70th verse. Astu.
आपूर्यमाणमचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी. The meaning of this shloka is, no matter how many rivers rush into the ocean never overflows. Similarly, a yogi or a sthita prajna will not get disturbed even if desires rush into his mind, and also he will live in peace.
Thank you. Dr. Beeram, do you want to comment?
This is my favorite shloka because when I was doing parallel chanting, I got disturbed, and when I learned the meaning of the shloka, I was inspired. And
so beautiful, steadfast.
Dr. Raj, she explained it so beautifully.
So
I couldn't do any better than.
Thank you. Once more, Daksha, once more, if you can chant the verse, 70th verse from 2nd chapter.
आपूर्यमाणमचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी.
Beautiful. And Daksha Skanda also said Sarasamasmi Sagaraha. So of all the collections of the water bodies, I am the ocean. And you explained so well why and what ocean means in our life. Thank you.
धन्यवादः.
Dhanyawada.
ధన్యవాదాలు మహోదయ.
Dhanyavadas.
Anish.
Hari Om, my name is Anish. I learned this Bhagavad Gita as of 2 years back when I was in 3rd grade, and when I was 9. I have really enjoyed everything that we've been having until today, but as of today, I have to say my favorite shloka, which is the 4th chapter, 8th shloka. परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. Lord Krishna says that Paritranaya sadhunam, for protecting the good people, Vinashaya cha dushkritam, for destroying the wicked people, Dharma samsthapana arthaya, for establishing dharma, Sambhavami yuge yuge, I am born in every yuga.
Thank you. Thank you, Anish. So this is another very popular verse, and the Lord is assuring of three things: to protect the good, to destroy the evil, and to re-establish dharma. So the three greatest things that we bank upon for the Lord to help us. And Shamalaji, if you can comment, and then also bless the kids.
Yeah, of course, I'm really amazed at the way the children are chanting the shloka very well, and as well as they do the meaning of it. And very happy to know that. I wish them all well, and I will just chant the last two verses of the Gita Dhyanam, wishing them all well. Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam paṅgum laṅghayate girim yat kripā tamaham vande paramananda madhavam. As the Lord says, nothing is impossible in this world, that you dedicate yourself at the feet of the Lord. I mean, He will take care of you. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutah Stunyanti Divyai Stavaihi Vedaihi Saṅgapadakramopanishadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgadena Manasa Pashyandiyam yogino yasyandam na vidusura suragana devaya tasmai namaha. Actually, this particular verse comes in the last part of the 11th skanda of Bhagavata Purana. Because we don't know the shlokas who put it together, but this particular shloka is from Bhagavatam only. So I thought I will point it out, and let Lord Vishnu's blessings be with all the children. Again, very happy to see them performing so well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Kids, you go a long way, Shamala and his blessings are so powerful. Thank you. Ram?
Yash, are you here? Y-A-S-H, Yash.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Yash, and my favorite shloka of the Bhagavad Gita is the 24th shloka of the 4th chapter. Brahmarpanam brahmahavihi brahmagnau brahmahutam brahmaivate nagantavyam brahmakarma samadhina. The meaning of the shloka is that the one who keeps it in their minds at doing something can only attain true Brahman.
Very nice.
This is my favorite shloka because every time I eat or offer food to God, I always chant the shloka.
Thank you, Yash. Yes, this is another practice in many places. We chant this because everything is Brahman. The one who cooks, the one who serves, the one who eats, one who digests, and then one who helps through the power and strength of what you eat. Sarvam Brahmamayam. So this is another great Mahavakya in our scriptures. Sarvam Brahmamayam. So, Dr. Biram, do you want to comment on this?
No, Raju, both of you explained.
Thank you. Thank you. And Yash, Wonderful. Once more, if you don't mind.
Yes. Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi Brahmagnau Brahmahutam Brahmaivatena Gantavyam Brahmakarma Samadhina.
Thank you. Ram. Next.
Saket and Isha.
Hari Om. My name is Saket. The shloka I chose is in 11th chapter, Vishvarupa Sandarshana Yoga. 30th shloka. Lelihyase grasamanas samantat lokan samagran vadanajvaladbhihi tejobhirapurya jagat samagram bhasastavogra pratapanti vishma. The meaning of the shloka is Arjuna says to Bhagavan in the Vishvarupa form, O God of gods, your numerous blazing mouths are devouring all the warriors, stretching out tongues in all directions, licking with gleeful satisfaction.
Thank you. Thank you. This is a universal form in Vishvarupa Sandarshana Yoga, the 11th chapter. So beautifully said. The Lord is everywhere, spread all over. And He is not only the creator and sustainer, but He is also the dissolver. So all three. Yeah. Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, the creation, the sustenance, and the dissolution. Thank you. And Isha.
Hari Om, my name is Isha. I started the program when I was 8 years old. My favorite sloka is the 18th chapter, 66th sloka. Sarvadharman parityagya mamekam charanam raja aham tva sarvamabhebhyaha mokshayashyami mashichaha. The reason I like this sloka is because of the meaning. The meaning is renounce the dharmas of the mind, body, and intellect, and then take refuge in me. I will liberate you from all the sins. Grieve not.
Thank you. So can I ask Saket to chant his favorite verse, followed by Isha once again, just chanting.
Okay. Lelihyase grasamanas samantat lokan samagran vadanajvaladbhihi tejobhirapurya jagat samagram hasastavogra pratapanti vishnu. Sarvadharman parityagya mamekam sharanam raja aham tva sarvamabhebhyaha mokshayashyami mashichaha.
Thank you. So that is 30th verse from 11th chapter and 66th verse from 18th chapter. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And Ram.
Next is Akhil.
Akhil. But before going to Akhil, Murali, can you comment on what Saket?
No, I think both kids did a great job. I like the reminder to always keep God as refuge. So those are great verses. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, looks like Akhil is not here. Maybe next is Arush.
Hello.
Arush.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om all. My favorite shloka is 4th chapter, 7th shloka. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir-bhavati bharata abhyutthanam-dharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. The meaning of the shloka is that whenever there is a lack of dharma, that Lord Krishna will manifest into a new form and remove all that are evil. I like this shloka because it proves that Lord Krishna will do anything to save his devotees.
Thank you. Rishi, Shrikant Rishi ji, do you want to comment? Shrikant ji? Okay. But that's such a wonderful verse. Again, what a powerful verse from 4th chapter. So whenever there is decline in adharma, yeah, whenever there is decline in dharma and whenever there is increase in adharma, that's when the Lord, the supreme power, comes in any form or many forms to protect dharma. So whenever there is decline in dharma, increase in adharma. Okay, thank you. And anyone wants to comment on this verse?
I think you can repeat once again, Arish. And we can
Arish, go ahead, please.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्.
Thank you.
Raju, that's where we have to try hard not to give this trouble to God. That we doesn't have to, we have to, if we are careful, if we do things right, we won't give this trouble to God to come down to fix the problems.
Yes, thank you. Kids, yeah, the same way. Don't give troubles to your parents and the teachers, okay?
Ajay Gundanna.
From College Station.
College Station, yeah.
Ajay.
Hari-om. Yeah, my name is Ajay. I just like to thank my teacher Savita auntie for the opportunity to be able to do this. So my verse is from Arjuna Vishada Yoga, verse 3. Pashyetam pandu putranam acharya mahatim chamum vyudam drupada putrena tava shishyena dhimata. Okay, so the meaning is, "O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada." I really love it because it is setting the stage for something incredible, something so grand that's about to happen. It starts the Kurukshetra war. We're all at the verge of something awesome about to be revealed to us. And it just really implies how important and influential the Bhagavad Gita and the Mahabharata as a whole really is.
Excellent, Ajay, excellent. In fact, many people ignore the first chapter, but you so very rightfully said that this sets the stage for the entire Gita. And my teacher and one of my Gita's teachers, Sister Kameshwar Rao Garu, he always said first chapter is his most favorite chapter. And here, like you rightly said, he goes to Dronacharya, Acharya Mahatim Chamum Pashya. Look at this. And then in a satirical way, so he just actually, asks his teacher, look at that army. And
Yeah,
then
because,
that,
I mean, if Duryodhana, the Kaurava, had such respect for his enemy's army, which was dozens of times smaller than his own army, just how big and grandiose they both must be.
Isn't it? Yeah. So just look at the force that you have to face. And so very well said. Once more, if you can chant. This is said by Duryodhana, isn't it? Duryodhana to Acharya Drona. So interestingly, in Bhagavad Gita, you don't see as Duryodhana Uvacha. You only see Arjuna Uvacha, Bhagavan Uvacha, one verse by Dhritarashtra Uvacha, and then some, and the ending verse by Sanjaya. Yeah, very rightly said. So Vyasa Maharshi purposefully didn't say this as Duryodhana Uvacha, but it is implied, and so very rightly said that it is setting the stage. So once more, please.
Pashyetam Pandu Putranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Yudam Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata.
Thank you. And thanks for thanking your teacher, Savita Auntie. Hopefully she will show up also. And regards to your parents. Okay.
Next up is Shriya Tanguturi.
Hari-om, my name is H.E.A.L.ing Tanguturi, and I started this program a year ago. My favorite shloka is in the 9th chapter, the 2nd shloka, Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam Pavitramidamuttamam Pratyakshavagamam Dharmyam Susukham Kartum Avyayam. The meaning of the shloka is Bhagavan telling Arjuna that spiritual knowledge is the king of all knowledge, and it's also the most secret of all of them. Not a lot of people know the full extent of it. It's also the purest of all the types of knowledge, and it gives a person direct perception to what is good, what is evil, and self-realization. And it's often referred to as the perfection of religion. And the best part about it is that it is everlasting and it's very joyful to learn.
Thank you, Shreya. Thank you. It's such a profound chapter. It's exactly ninth chapter in between all the chapters. Swami Vivekananda calls this as a royal science and royal chapter. And it's talking about the kingly sages and then sages among the kings. This is actually a great verse and great chapter for the administrators and our administrator in us as well, administrating ourselves and administrating others. Once more, can anyone comment on this, please, before Shreya chants once more? Murali, Dr. Biram, or Rishi?
Okay, you can go ahead, Shreya.
Go ahead, Shreya. I think we are running short of time also. So Shreya, go ahead.
Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitramidamuttamam Pratyakshavagamam Dharmyam Susukham Kartum Avyayam.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Next is Sai Pranav Ganti.
Hari Om. My favorite verse is in chapter 2, verse 25. Avyaktoyam achintyoyam avikaroyam uchyate tasmadevam viditvainam nanushochitum arhasi. The meaning is the soul is spoken of an invisible, inconceivable, and unchangeable. Knowing this, you should not grieve for the body. I like this shloka because I like this verse because it talks how the soul cannot be destroyed or seen or be changed. It shows why you shouldn't be grieving for the body, as the soul is immortal and unchangeable, and the soul has higher importance than the body.
Excellent. This is such a profound verse from the second chapter. And Sai Pranav, you chose a very profound verse, and it is something to be contemplated on. Avyakta, this very profound verse, Avyakta, Avyaya, Achintya. And if you can chant once more, we'll go to the next one.
Avyaktoyam achintyoyam avikaroyam uchyate tasmadevam viditvainam nanushochitum arhasi.
Beautiful. So time and again, Lord Krishna says, grieve not, don't grieve, don't worry. Hakuna matata, hakuna matata. Isn't it? Nanu shochitu marhasi. Ma shuchaha, ashocya nanva shochastum. So like that, time and again, repeatedly, and in the beginning and at the end, what Lord is talking about is worry not, grieve not. So this is Hakuna Matata Gita. Yeah, thank you. And
next up is Sneha. Sneha, are you here? Okay. Otherwise, Himadya and Satvika.
Hello, my name is Himadya Vatepali, and my favorite shloka is in the 8th chapter, 24th shloka. Agnir Jyotirah Shuklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Vido Janaha. The meaning is the person who knows the ultimate truth by the god of fire, light, daytime, moon, and sun, they will reach moksha. They will not be born again.
Excellent. So all this Agni, the fire, the sun, the moon, and the daytime, all these indicate the knowledge. Okay. So when one is knowledgeable, he attains the perfection. So once more, please, Hima.
अग्निर्ज्योतिरः शुक्लः षण्मासा उत्तरायणं तत्र प्रयाता गच्छन्ति ब्रह्मविदो जनाः.
8th chapter, Akshara Parabrahma Yoga. What is the number of the verse?
24th.
24. Thank you. Thank you. And Ram?
Is Satvika here? Okay. Otherwise, you can go to Sri Ram Shankar.
Sri Ram?
Okay. If Sri Ram Shankar is not here, then
I'm here.
Sri Ram? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I'm here.
Okay, Sri Ram.
So my favorite verse is chapter 2, verse 64. Ragat Veshu Viyuktaistu Vishayan Indriyaishcharan Atma Vashe Yatma Prasadam Madhigachati.
You want to comment on that? Yeah.
And the reason I like this line so much is it gives a pretty good life lesson. It says that you should not be attached to anything in the material form, but you can have spiritual attachments.
Thank you. Thank you. Raga and Dvesha, excessive attachment and hatred. If any of you have attended the last session on Friday by Dr. Bairam, so profoundly, so well said about hate none and about this hatred, how it causes all the destruction. So Raga and Dvesha, these are the stumble blocks for our progress. And the entire Bhagavad Gita actually starts with that Dhritarashtra, excessive attachment to his sons and Dvesha, hatred towards Pandavas. So Raga, Dvesha. Can you chant once more, please?
Ragat Veshu Viyuktaistu Vishayanindriyaishcharan Atma Vashe Yatma Prasadam Madhigachati.
Thank you. Next.
Yeah, Devansh.
Devansh.
Hari Om. My name is Devansh. My favorite sloka is 2nd chapter, 3rd sloka. Klaibyam asmagamah partha naitatvayupapadyate krudram hridaya dorbalyam tyaktotishta parantapa. The meaning of the shloka is, O Partha, do not behave like a coward. It does not suit you. Abandon petty weakness of heart. Arise, O warrior, and fight the fight.
Excellent. This is Swami Vivekananda's favorite verse. You know that? And then this verse is inspired from Kathopanishad. Kathopanishad is saying, Uttishtata, Jagrata, Prapyavaranya Bodhata. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. So once more, if you can chant, we'll go to the next one.
Klaibyam asmagamah partha naitatvayupapadyate krudram hridaya dorbalyam tyaktotishta parantapa.
Thank you.
So I think next up is Srihan Garla.
Yes,
Srihan?
that's me. My verse was already chanted by somebody else in the first person who chanted the chapter 18, verse 66. But I still thank my teacher Savita Reddy for letting me do this. And if I may, can I share the screen?
Sure.
Okay. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Sarva dharman parityajya manekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shucha. Meaning, abandon all varieties of dharma and simply surrender unto me alone. I shall liberate you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. This is my favorite sloka because this is a very important sloka because Lord Sri Krishna is offering surrender at his feet, which will take away all sins and make you the purest form of Jivatma and send you to Vaikuntham, which even no gods can enter.
Thank you. Thank you. See that the last ending point is Ma Shuchaha. Do not worry, do not fear, do not grieve. Thank you. Thank you. And next one. And before Ram uncle says the next one, if anyone wants to chant amongst you, Hanuman Chalisa, please raise your hand. Okay. Is that Isha Saket? Okay. But not now, at the end. Okay, thanks.
Shri Chaitra Nutana. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Shri Chaitra Nutanapati, and my favorite shloka is verse 21 from 7th chapter. Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktaha shraddhayarchitumicchati tasya tasya chalam shraddham tameva vidadhamyaham. So the meaning of the shloka is, whatever celestial form a devotee seeks to worship with faith, I study the faith of such a devotee in that form.
Isn't it beautiful what Lord says? So you can come to me any which way. Once more.
Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktaha shraddhayarchitumicchate tasya tasya chalam shraddham tameva vidadhamyaham.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next we have. Did I miss anybody? Otherwise, I think it is Steve Reddy.
Steve? Steve's actual middle name is Krishna.
Hello, namaskaram. Hari Om. My name is Steve Reddy, or you can call me Reddy either way. The sloka I'll be chanting is chapter 2, Sankhya Yoga, verse 13. Dehi nosmin yata dehi kaumaram yauvanam jara tata dehantara praptir tirastatra namuhyati. And the meaning is, just as the embodied soul continuously passes from childhood to youth to old age, similarly, at the time of death, the soul passes into another body. The wise are not deluded by this. I like this verse because it provides a meaning to which we should not despair over our material body. It explains the process of the soul moving throughout time. Another reason is that this verse makes me realize why many sages and rishis do not fear death, because they know this truth. I think of this shloka whenever I see the deceased or the dead.
Excellent, excellent, Steve. That's so nice. It is the progress of our body and life. It is a progress of this life longing for itself, from childhood to adolescence to adulthood to old age to, and then again, the belief of Punarjanma and the theory of Punarjanma, which Sanatana Dharma emphasizes. Thank you so much. Can you chant once more?
Okay. Dehinosmin yata dehi kaumaram yauvanam jara tata dehantara praptir tirastatra namuhyati.
If your mom is there, can she say hello to all of us? She's doing such a wonderful job in College Station. This is Dr. Samba Reddy's wife, Savita Reddy. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're doing such a wonderful job, Savita garu.
Thank you, Raju.
Ram.
I think we are almost done. Unless I missed somebody. If I missed somebody, please speak up now.
Okay, so what a wonderful session we had. And before we go to Hanuman Chalisa, I just want Murali uncle and Dr. Biram and Dr. Nair, if he's there, to comment.
Hari Om, that was really beautiful and inspiring. I wanted to thank all the kids for taking the time to do this. I hope they take the time to thank their parents and their teachers. I think they're going to have so much peace and joy for learning this knowledge at a young age. A lot of us are learning it later on in life, but it was really beautiful to hear them. Thank you.
Thank you. And anyone before Dr. Biram concludes, Dr. Nair is also there. Anyone else want to comment, thank, congratulate the kids, please?
Raju.
Yes, Shikhanji.
I think it's a wonderful presentation, and I think all the kids who participated should receive a certificate from the HTCT.
Oh, beautiful.
And with the book of Shamla, with every one who participated.
Thank
And
you.
I will be responsible for anything that requires.
Thank you. We will make sure that happens. It's easy because I can access Venkat uncle, the teacher of Austin students, and Savita auntie, the teacher of college station students.
Book of Shamlaji for all the Gita book.
Yeah.
As a gift.
Thank you. It's Shamala auntie picked up some beautiful pearls from Gita, and then just published a small beautiful book as Gita for children and beginners. So we will try to get that.
Thank you. I'll take care of that.
Thank you. And anyone else before Dr. Nair and Dr. Biram will say, and then we'll conclude with Hanuman Chalisa. Dr. Nair.
Oh, it was a great presentation, Raju. It was. We must thank you for organizing such a wonderful program, and each student did better than the other. And I can't really say that there was one better than the other. They were all very good, but ultimately the credit goes to the parents who have the discipline to teach the children, and the children who have the discipline to learn also. Keep it up, and we are very proud of you.
Thank you. Dr. Biram, concluding words from you, and then we'll do Hanuman.
Raju, thank you again for bringing all our youngsters together. And actually, it is amazing to see how kids are and parents and keeping up our history and culture and religion and spirituality going. Probably our kids here are doing much better than kids in India. I have a feeling. So, because we are more motivated and more dedicated to the in learning Gita and all the resources around it. Thank you for doing it.
Thank you so much. Please tell all your parents that Hindu temple, Texas, okay, Ganesha temple is beautiful temple. If you have not visited, ask your parents to bring you here. And COVID willing, God willing, we will all meet in person. And if not, we will do this once a year like this on Zoom, and or maybe more than once a year.
Dr. Raju, one point I want to say, kids have good memory. They remember even if you want to join on your own, to listen every evening at 7 o'clock, something similar to these, all you have to do is go to hindutemple.org, one word, hindutemple.org, and you will be here in the same forum every evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
This
So
has
hindutemple.org.
This has been a mini Gita Zoomathon.
I like that. Mini Gita Zoomathon. Okay. So Isha and Saket, do you want to do Hanuman Chalisa?
Before that, did I miss anybody else?
Yeah, did we miss anyone? Please, we don't want.
If anybody is waiting, please do it now.
I think you missed one person.
Yeah, you got it. Raju uncle?
Yes.
I didn't mean to raise my hand. I accidentally.
Okay, but if you want to chant, you can, or any of the
I don't.
Okay, any other kids, do you want to chant Hanuman Chalisa? Okay, then we'll ask Ravi Kishore uncle, he volunteered. So Dr. Biram, whom did we miss?
I thought I saw one of our children that was there, didn't talk, but maybe I misunderstood. I don't know.
Please come up here if we forgot anyone. Okay. Ravi Kishore garu, then we'll chant and then do Mangala Shloka. It's 8:03 already. Thank you.
Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijamana Mukura Sudhari Varanau Raghuvara Vimalayasa Jodayaka Palacha हरि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस त्रिपुलोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बलदाम अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नाम महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरण विराज सुवेश कानन कुंडल कुंचित केस हाथ वज्र ध्वज विराजे खांदे मूंज जनेऊ चार शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावाणी गुणियति चातुर राम काज करिवे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिवे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हरख उर लाए रघुपति के न बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई सहस वदन तुमरो यस गावै अस हति श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादि ब्रह्मादि मुनीस नारद सारद सहित अईस यम कुबेर दिगुपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहे सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कहना राम मिलाय राजपद देहना तुम्हारो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघय अचर जनाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जय जय सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखुआरे हो तन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लह तुम्हारी शरण तुम रक्षक को डरना आपन तेजस मारो आप तीनों लोगों को हंकत काप भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग सब हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीर संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ज्ञान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राज तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोधर जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखुआरे असुर निकंदन राम दुआरे अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दास असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारो पास सदा रहो रघुपति के दास तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख विसावे अंत काल रघुपर रजाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाय और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटै मिटै सब पीरा जो सुमिरो हनुमत बलवीरा जय जय हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई जय जय हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई छूड़ै बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा हो ये सिद्धि साकी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की नयनाद हृदय महडेरा की जयनाद हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरणा मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखना सीता सहित हृदय बसु सुर भूप हृदय बसु सुर भूप थैंक यू
You are on mute, Dr. Raj. Dr. Raj, you are on mute.
Oh, I'll just conclude with Mangala Shloka. But before that, I just want to again bring all the kids in a couple of months. The next thing would be 1 or 2 or 3 options. So one option is maybe we could go over the 12th chapter, Bhakti Yoga, and Murali uncle explaining in Bhakti Yoga, and then each of you, 20 kids, 20 plus, there are 20 verses. So we could do so 20 verses, each of you doing 1 verse each. Or we could do 15th chapter, or we could do any other chapter. We could do Sthita Prajna Lakshanas. Or the other option is take up a theme. Take up a theme, for example, okay, so where all the raga and dvesha are mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, or kama and krodha are mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. So like this, we will invite the questions and then the kids can answer for us. So thank you so much. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you. Shubharatri.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.